as there's no lair. But, I mean, he's left this exposed, and Sue is just going to, kill this instead. And if this falls, and the Zerg doesn't... Okay. Yeah. So another Nexus goes down. And he's probably going to go right over to where the army was, because he probably figures that the probe was with the army, and therefore it put something down. This is something that's kind of different from the way I run a base race, and he runs and pros tend to run base races. I tend to take a slightly unnecessary risk, where I will keep my probe separate from the army, and basically that it hides where I've hidden my last structures at the cost of potentially losing my probe. Though I usually escape with more than one probe, because I am a little too used to base races, let's put it that way. He split his army, and that could be costly if the Zerg surrounds one force or the other. Sue is trying, and the forces have consolidated. Oh, does he have a... He lost his probe. He has a Nexus, but he lost his probe. So if he does not get a probe out of that Nexus, he is going to be in a lot of trouble. And there is no probe on the production tab. And these mutas are going to fly in. And there's no way that the Protoss is going to take out both bases before this. And yeah, that's GG. Come on, Zest, you had money for a probe. Anyways. I mean, technically it was going to end badly, because when he lost that first base, actually no, it was when he lost all those. The Zerg saved all his drones, the Protoss lost all his probes, so in a economy race he would have lost. I thought oh, I did. It just lagged. And I am out of water again. I will go get water once the game is loading.
Agua?
Yes, agua. Slay.
Or aqua for those that are forced to take Latin for 4 years.
Hahaha. Oh, I don't remember how to say it in Hebrew right now. It'll come back to me sooner or later. I learned it, I just don't remember it at the moment. Ah, missed 15. That's probably what that text message was. Now that I think about it. I got a text message like 5 minutes ago. I didn't see who it was from. Yep. And it wasn't. Okay. It was you.
I win!
Wow, I've been trolled. You're terrible.
I am.
Man, you're supposed to be watching the game and making puns, not sending me text messages.
It took me, what, 3 seconds to pop up the window and type the letter?
I know, I'm just intentionally being a sore loser. Oh! Siege tanks cannot fire unless at units that get too close. Put other units or structures in front of your siege tanks to keep them enemy back.
Wow, on yet another PC.
I feel like I just read that. Does that sound familiar to you or something?
Yes, it does.
Oh man. Anyways. Once the stream has caught up, if you'll introduce our first player.
Understood. Alright, spawning in the middle left. Middle left. Wow, I did not just say that. Bottom middle is the teal Protoss Zest.
And spawning in the top right, the orange Zerg, we have Sue. Oh, come on. Edit the score, you darn thing. Why is it not responding? There we go. What else do I need to do? Production. Anyways, this is Merry-Go-Round. It's a 3-player rotational map. There aren't any of these this season in the ladder, which is kind of disappointing. I personally like rotationally symmetrical maps, particularly 3-player, because basically with 2-player maps, you're guaranteed a spawning that your opponent is in one specific spawning location. With 4-player maps, or I should reword that. I like maps that have 3 potential spawning or 3 total spawning locations, because it forces you to scout for your opponent's location without making you have to scout the entire map ridiculously. Like 4-player map, it just, you send it out on 9, or if you send it out on your probe on 9, you still may not see anything if it is the last place you scout. So it's just kind of like, well then. Now, of course, the solution is to like send one out on 12 and 14, but then you're sending out 2 probes, and then you're just like, so yeah. Anyways. It's going to be a proxy hatch right outside the vision of the natural. I am not sure what he means to do with this. That is... well, it's going to be Lings at first. He has taken a gas, so he may put that into speed, or he may go for roaches, or he could go for spine crawlers. It's gonna be 8 Lings. Overlord is here, and Zest sees this now that his natural has completed. This could be very interesting. I think he wants to get a queen out at that proxy, and regardless of how this goes, he'll at least have creep on his opponent's front door. Yeah, this is definitely interesting. I'll give him that. This Zealot is going to come out. Pylon goes down in the wall. I don't feel like Zest is reacting to this well. The Zealot is so late, it's not going to kill this. He's gonna put a Forge down, but that Forge is so ambitious with... oh, he's going to try and wall using the hatchery. Okay, now that makes sense. That is kind of cool, using your opponent's buildings against them. Albeit there's still so many Lings that, I mean, he can't get a cannon down in this. The creep is there. If the Zerglings start chipping away at this far pylon, or the debris, he'll be in much better condition. He's trying to get, he wants to get a cannon down on this other pylon. Lings do get in. And there's the cannon. I don't think it's going to help him much, though. It's so far away from completion, and the pylon can just be targeted if he wants, and I mean, it's so open, too. There's a sentry out, which will get a force field off. That's nice. That is... I mean, 3 gateway units against all of this? He's gonna be forced to pull probes, but there are Lings in the main, there are Lings at the natural. They're gonna pick off a sentry, so I mean, that's 100 gas for his troubles at least. Never mind the probe damage. The queen is out. It has gotten an inject off, which, okay, that's something. I guess with the cannon, the inject is kind of better than the creep tumor, now that I think about it. Probes will surround the speedlings, but these are speedlings. So, like, sure, they'll kill all the speedlings, but have to ask the caster question, at what cost? And the answer would be 12 probes and 2 sentries. And that's nowhere near done. There's still these Lings here. The photon overcharge is activated, and it has helped to clean up the proxy hatch, but I mean, there's... Sue has lost more resources. Yes. That is definitely true, and that will probably continue.